Start spiraling your circle smaller. So you go from a 20-meter circle and you turn it a little bit smaller towards an 18-meter circle and use your outside rein. And you turn smaller, even smaller, even smaller. Come on, use a little more right rein to turn. Hello, this is one of my all-time favorite exercises. I use it all the time when I'm teaching clinics. It's an especially good exercise if your horse is a little tense or hot or distracted, or if you need to work on suppleness and getting your horse to bend correctly in their body. And we call this exercise the spiral circle because you're going to be starting out on a big 20-meter circle and then spiraling into a 10-meter circle. I'll put some cool drone footage in here so you can see from above what this exercise should look like. Also, check out in the description box, I have a free PDF for you to download that has 5 of my favorite patterns and figures to train your horse. So, you'll notice that I have 4 cones set out. So I highly recommend setting out cones. They're a great way to get yourself oriented. And if you don't have a dressage court, that's totally fine. I would recommend setting out 4 cones like this to help orient yourself for the circle line. Basically, you want to just start in the middle, start at X, and then set out your 4 cones equidistant from X. So, to ride the spiral circle, you can do this at the walk, but I'm just going to go up and start at the trot. Start off on a 20-meter circle. So the 20-meter circle, I'm staying to the outside of the cones here. And I'm focusing on rhythm and tempo. So counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Rhythm is the base of the training scale. So you always want to start out by focusing on the rhythm. Think about having your horse bending around your inside leg. And then once you've established your big circle, you're going to start gradually spiraling in smaller. So you're going to go from a 20-meter circle to an 18-meter circle to a 15-meter circle. Notice how now I'm staying to the inside of the cones, whereas before I was staying to the outside of the cones. And then I want to get to do a 10-meter circle. It would actually be good to put a cone in the middle of your circle so that you really are focusing on spiraling in evenly. Now what you're going to do is you're going to leg yield your horse out with bend. So I'm going to think about keeping him looking to the inside, and I'm going to push his haunches out. So it's kind of like shoulder in. I'm leg yielding him out with bend. And the reason that that's really important that you leg yield out with bend is because that's what's going to get your horse more supple in the rib cage. Okay, so spiral out again. Keep counting. Often horses will slow down. Like so you saw him kind of stop there. They'll want to slow down when you go onto this smaller circle. So keep the energy. 10-meter circle, 10-meter circle, 10-meter circle, and then leg yield out with bend. Really think about pushing the haunches out, keeping the shoulder in. Good boy, Mercurio. Change direction and do it to the right. So most horses have a more difficult time bending to the right. Every horse has what we call a hollow side and a stiff side, and most horses are stiff to the right, which means that they're going to have more trouble bending to the right. So again, I'm going to start on my big circle, and then I'm going to use my outside aids to bring the outside shoulder in. So the way I'm making my circle smaller is my left rein and my left leg, putting up a wall. I'm thinking about turn, soften, turn, soften, turn, soften, 10-meter circle, bending, bending. Make sure you can see the inside eyelash, and then leg yielding out. Push the right hip under, keep the shoulder in. So this is really going to help if you have trouble bending your horse to the right. When you go back to that big circle, really think about pushing the right hind under and controlling the left shoulder, and then back onto the 20-meter circle. Good boy, good boy, good boy, and spiraling in again. I'll link to this video. I have another video all about bend. So if you're having trouble bending your horse, it's really important that you understand the bending aids, which are inside leg at the girth, outside leg behind the girth, outside rein turning the shoulder, and then your fingers on the inside. And I'm gonna leg yield out. So a variation to this exercise is to use the spiral circle to set up for your canter transition. So I'm gonna leg yield, leg yield, half halt, and canter. Ooh, that was a little exciting. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So the spiral in and out is a really good exercise if your horse gets a little too excited for the canter transition, because the spiral in and out helps you to get your leg on your horse so that when you do ask for the canter, your horse listens. And you can do the spiral in at the canter as well. So I'm spiraling into a 10-meter circle. I'm leg yielding him back out, putting my leg on, pushing him out, and trot. Good boy, good boy, good boy, boy. So give this exercise a try. I'm gonna also put here a little clip of me working on the spiral exercise with a student in a clinic. Start spiraling your circle smaller. So you go from a 20-meter circle and you turn it a little bit smaller towards an 18-meter circle, and use your outside rein. And and you turn smaller, even smaller, even smaller. Come on, use a little more right rein to turn. Turn. Good. And now you think about leg yielding your haunches out with bend. So push the hip out, hold the right rein, hold the right rein, hold the right rein. Yeah, back to the big circle. Don't put your left leg too far back. Go back to your big circle. So your leg yielding her out to the bigger circle. Good. And gently holding the right rein. 20-meter circle again. That's it. Gently holding the right rein. Good. Big 20-meter circle. That's it. Like I mentioned, this is one of my go-to exercises for horses that are tense or distracted, and they just really need to focus and work on bend. It's a great pattern. It's a great exercise to work on. You can use it also to set up for your canter transition. And then you're going to leg yield her out with bend. Keep your right rein. Push the haunch a little out. Good. Little half halt. That's it. Little half halt. Good. And preparing for the right lead canter. When you're ready, outside rein. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good transition. Rhythm, rhythm, ride the rhythm. You can use the spiral in the canter to start to develop a little bit of collection. So it's a really great exercise, and thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and like my channel. It really helps me out, and tell your friends about these videos. If they help you, the best way to help me out is to share it with your friends. So.